watching New York 1 News All Morning.
No discussion of kids and money would be complete without a look at allowance. Money Matters reporter Tara Wagner has more on how to dole out the money and give some important financial lessons.
When it comes to giving kids an allowance, the weekly ritual is about far more than just handing over cash.
Allowance gives you an opportunity to talk to your kids about money 52 times a year.
Whether they're 6 or 16, this arrangement can serve as the training wheels that will help them find their personal financial balance. So, when should you start and how much should you give?
The good age to start an allowance is maybe about 6 or 7. Generally, parents pay $1 for each year of the child's age. So if a 5-year-old, you get $5 per week.
And make that 5 actual dollars, because in a world of plastic, the best way to make money real is to use real money.
Giving kids crisp $1 bills or $5 bills from the bank is actually kind of a nice experience for them, and it makes it much more tangible.
Next, set some ground rules about how the allowance is to be used and what it should cover.
Is it supposed to cover, music downloads and movies and snacks?
Once they understand the parameters, they'll be able to make choices, and those choices will have consequences. A lesson that's best learned the hard way.
So if it comes around to Friday night and your 13-year-old wants to go to the movies and they've spent all their money, well, then they might not be able to go to the movies.
Unfortunately, it's also a lesson many parents immediately undermine by giving in and giving more.
And that's actually the antithesis of what you want to do, because you're giving them an allowance to teach them about money, to teach them about those limits. So make sure that you don't give in.
Finally, experts warn against tying an allowance to something like good grades or household chores, a method that can easily backfire.
They could choose not to do that. Well, I don't want the money, so I'm not going to worry about good grades.
Then your kids start saying, oh, I'm going to clear the table. That's $5, Mom. And that's not acceptable.
It's also not the point, at least not according to psychologist Barbara Nussbaum, who says the goal of an allowance isn't to motivate, it's to educate.
And you're giving your kids allowance so you can guide and mentor them in how to manage money.
For Money Matters, Tara Wagner, New York 1.